What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another video. Today we're doing another trade recap. We're going over my one kind of win, my loss, and then my one real win. So yeah, I took a total of 3 trades today, and I'm gonna just be explaining my thought process throughout, why I got stopped out, why I re-entered the way I did, etc. So let me just turn off my executions right quick. And so yeah, going into the morning, I had sort of a loose bias, especially understanding the fact that FOMC is tomorrow. So I wasn't expecting too much out of today. Honestly, I didn't think we were gonna get this much volatility, especially just when I was looking at the charts last night. We were really just moving sideways, but I noticed that we're coming out of this 4 hour. We also had this daily imbalance below us. Looking at the 30 minute, we also had this 30-minute bullish imbalance that we had previously respected. And what had kind of led into my bias for the morning was the fact that we had we closed above new day opening gap after already closing below it. However, once we immediately got a retracement back below it, that was starting to tell me, okay, we're probably going to be more bearish, especially with the SMT at the highs as well with ES. And from there, I just wanted to identify a strong potential draw in liquidity, which in my opinion was this Asia low that was resting within the bullish imbalance. And I felt confident in that low because I felt like if we already closed back below new day opening gap, we have no reason to come back above, especially with this SMT here that was resting at the highs. We had an SMT fair value gap with ES as well. CISD on the 30-minute swept this external liquidity coming out of an imbalance, higher time frame. Everything tells me we should sell off here. Now, when I initially got on the charts, I was just waiting for essentially more of a retracement, because when I got on, we were about here, and we were still holding this bullish imbalance. We did have this SMT in place. I mainly just wanted to see us come back and get some type of stop rate in the opposite direction, which is exactly what we did. We did close below this imbalance, and at first I was like, all right, this doesn't look like a bad setup. However, I do know that market open is coming, so if this was like, say this is right before the macro, I would have just limit shorted right here, stop at the high, targeting Asia. However, I didn't do that because it just comes with time where I wanted to see one more stop rate, and so I waited for that. Ended up coming up. I zoomed into the one. Well, wait, yeah, once we came back into this inversion 5-minute here. I didn't really expect to see us displace much higher, so this is where I zoomed into the 15-second around. Well, yeah, zoomed into the 15-second here. Boom, we got this stop rate right here, right at 9:30, and this is where I ended up getting stopped out actually the first time, because the reason I took this first entry was that we had an SMT right here with ES, and honestly, this is probably my fault because this SMT is pretty weak. It's not really anything major, but we did get a CISD off it. Closed below, got body closes below this bullish structure, so I ended up entering here. Very light size, 2 contracts. Stop at that high. First target, second target was down here for a 5.48 R. Ended up getting stopped out, lost like $600. So yeah. However, once we got this initial stop rate, ES was, where's ES at? ES right there. ES was starting to sell off, which it looks like it was right here. So yeah, we got this stop rate. ES started to sell off. We put in an SMT at the highs. ES closed below here. So this was telling me, all right, since we're failing to get body closes above, we just keep wicking up, more likely than not, we're going to displace to the downside. And I was just waiting for that confirmation, which was this candle right here. I ended up taking my entry off this 5-second close below right here. Once we got this, entered back short, stop at the highs. I don't think this is my fail. I think my fail was actually like here. I did enter slightly early. Ended up taking off one at this low, and I wanted to see the rest run to Asia. And I think my mistake with this trade is that I actually should have partialed a little bit lower because there was another form of resting buy side, which was right here. This really should have been my first TP, not this one. I should have just went break even here. I ended up taking money out of my own pocket. But you live and you learn, especially when you measure standard deviation from here. 2.5 is here. Now watch what we react at. Swept the low, respected SD. This should have been my first part. I'm gonna take profit. I should have just went break even here, but nonetheless, took a partial here. Went my stop to break even. Had a feeling I was gonna get stopped out, especially as we started to respect bullish structure and respecting standard deviation levels. Got stopped out. Ended up re-entering once we got that strong reaction back off of the previous bullish inversion. This is where I re-entered again. Light size. I think I entered this with 3 contracts. Main take profits were here. Stop was at the high. Now my entry was like here. It was like my fill. Ended up taking this, riding it down, and then let my runner go because at this point, by the time we took this low, Asia was, or ES was nowhere near it. Well, ES was near it, but it didn't even take London yet. And NQ had already taken London. We were just waiting on NQ to take Asia. So since ES had relative equal lows with with London and Asia, I decided to hold my position now. Ended up measuring standard deviation from this point right here. And I really wanted to see us get a follow through, so I just waited, continued to hold. I moved my stop to the top of this right here. It was a 15-second imbalance, I believe. Yeah, move my stop to the top of this 15-second imbalance. And ended up looking at the 5-second, understanding that we did have an SMT at these highs. So this is when I trailed my stop to these highs. Once it started to get more displacement, ended up just holding. Oh no, this is where the SMT came in. SMT was right here. Move my stop above these highs. And this is where we got the displacement down. Ended up taking this all the way to about, I think it was a little bit more. I think I probably got stopped out, I think it was this candle actually. Once ES had went and taken Asia, or London. So yeah, this was my trades from today. The reason I lost, what I did right, what I did wrong. I think I definitely managed my risk pretty well today. My loss was like $650, and my winners were much larger. So that is something that I'm happy with. And then what I could have done better was this right here. I really had no reason to partial here. I definitely could have left that much lower. So yeah, y'all see these are my fills on each entry. Got stopped right at the high. This one I definitely probably could have been more patient, especially because I knew that market open was coming. I was aiming just for a flush at open, but you live and you learn. That comes with it. That's why you need to understand risk management and make sure that you're not over leveraging and things like that. You're not over trading. But Jesus, we got bought all the way up. But tomorrow is FOMC, and so turn on my execution right quick. I'm not gonna be trading for the rest of today. I really just want to wait and see what we do. But this was another textbook setup here. Swept sell side, came close above the 5-minute. This wouldn't have been a bad entry either for a 1.67 R, which isn't bad at all. Even for these highs, probably even this high can hit right here. So I would aim for that high. 1.8 R, not a bad setup, but yeah, just been trying to simplify it, not think about it too much, and it's definitely been helping. So hope y'all learned something. I'll talk to y'all in the next one.